Good morning, welcome back to the vlog, friends. So today I'm kicking off a brand new vlog. I want you guys to come with me along to see how easy it is to get 10K in a day. So I work a typical 8-hour shift, so my hours kind of vary. Usually if I'm opener or closer, today I'm 8:30 to 5:30. I do have an hour commute both ways, and so it is a little bit of a challenge to get 10K steps. You guys see it all across social media, on Instagram and TikTok, that get your 10K. It's really been one of my main goals for the past years. I wear an Apple Watch. I also have a ring, so I track all of my steps. And the days that is most challenging is on Wednesdays when I have meetings. For me to get my 10K steps is usually by doing it in chunks. So I'll do it in the morning, get a walk in, lunchtime, at the end of the day. So I'm gonna take you guys along to see how easy it is. You saw this morning, I got up bright and early, about 4:40 or so. And I basically stacked my habits. So I did my Bible study, my reading, my personal development, all on the treadmill. So in the morning, I will definitely do that. And then I'm also able to track my macros for the day. So I plan my meals. As you guys know, I meal prep on Sundays. So basically what I do is I look at the picture that I took and I decide what I'm gonna eat that day depending on my macros. So I plan them, and then when I get off the treadmill, I get about a mile in or a mile and a half in the morning. I prepare my lunch. And so as of right now, I'm at like 4,800 steps, which is quite a bit. For a typical morning, I'm usually close to like maybe 25 or so. So today I did a little bit more, but I do want to challenge myself and make sure that I get my steps in and I'm not, like, at the end of the day scrambling, walking around or walking on my treadmill when I'm hecka tired. So come along for this. Let's see how easy it is. Tell me if you guys are you guys one of those goal setters where you're like trying to get the 10K steps, or do you do a lot? Like, I see some girls who do like 15 and 20 and I'm like, how do you even do that? Like, I mean, they must have a walking pad, I'm assuming, but even at that, like, to be on my treadmill and like read and all that, my legs get like a little bit like jelly, and it's just like I need to sit down. So yesterday we went out for a really nice hike. We got some vitamin D in and just spent some alone time. We had some coffee and then we went out for the hike, and it was so much fun. I am just an outdoor girly. I think it just like recharges me, and just like I love that, just looking at the nature, the beauty that God has designed for us, like the trees, the birds, the sound, the noises, the aesthetics of it. And I think I'm just really totally like feeling the vibe of it. I absolutely adore being outside. So yesterday we did that, we recharged our batteries, and then this week I said, you know what, I'm gonna do a new vlog and I want to show you guys how I get my steps in, because I feel like it's kind of cool to see how people do it, because it can definitely be a challenge. So just anything I can inspire you guys to get you guys like going to. I think steps are so important. It's just any kind of like neat movement is going to be helpful for when you're on like a weight loss, fat loss journey, because you get stagnant. Like I noticed that when I was like my like less inflamed and less puffy is when I was getting a lot of my steps in, and I was eating good. I was still working out. Wow, that car just took a quick little jump. Still working out, eating good, but I wasn't doing like heavy cardio. Easy. I was getting like walks in. So I think that's so important. Just having the walk, increasing your step movement is gonna help a lot. So I am gonna show you guys how I do it. And like I said, it's 7:22. I'm at that step count, and I'll check with you guys about lunchtime when I get my break. Usually if I'm determined on my break time, I will get my like couple laps in, so I could also increase my steps. So I get 2 breaks and a lunch. I get an hour lunch break, so usually I'll spend like the 15-20 minutes eating, and then I'll go for a walk depending how the weather is. If it's too windy or too hot, then I'm gonna make sure that I like don't go, because my rosacea will flare up. So we'll see. Today it's supposed to be like 70. I think it's like overcast. There's a lot of traffic this morning. I guess I didn't think about it. I haven't went to, right now school's back on, so I haven't went to work around this time. This is like school time. It's 7:22. I need to be at work at 8:30. I'm leaving about an hour early so I could take my time, but there's so much traffic. Summer is like officially over in everybody's book, and that is totally cool. But let's go ahead and we'll chat with you guys a little bit later. So I just got to my car, and it's lunchtime. It is 12:53. So I took lunch a little bit later, but it's totally fine because you know you can't go over the 5th. Oh my god, I cut my hair over the weekend. I kind of just did like the top layers. I did my little hack, and this top layer is totally like short. It is just so much volume. So I'm gonna move it out of the way while I eat right now, but I made me my prep, and basically what I have is my chicken, fajita chicken, and my pasta, and then I'm gonna have my sparkling water, and I have also my 2 dates for my carbs. These are so delicious. So I'm gonna just watch some YouTube. I'll probably call my husband right now, enjoy my lunch, and then I'll probably go for a walk. As of right now, I have 6,230 steps. I did take the long routes when I was going to the restroom, so I basically would walk around the whole building. And then on my lunch break, I did get up. Actually, I didn't go for a walk. I ended up checking my emails. I had a few sponsorships that were coming through, so I was just replying back to them and checking the status of when they're coming, so we get some free like PR. And I wanted just to I was looking through my emails. I've really been pondering doing like a traveling journal. I've been seeing that all over the place, and I want to make one, but then I'm like, I really don't want to invest like all supplies, because like I don't know. I love journaling, and I have done bullet journals. I have different journals and planners, so I'm like, how would I use it? So I keep trying to think of like, how will I use one? I've been watching like videos on it to see if it's something that I really want to like do. I found on Amazon they have like a whole kit, so I could just like buy it for 30 bucks and make it and see how I use it, because then you buy the inserts. So if you guys have one, let me know how you guys like it. I kind of want to do it just for like the hobby, like to make it and be like, oh, this is my little like travel journal. A lot of girls buy pieces of leather and then like punch holes and add little charms, and like they make it so cutesy. And I thought, well, if I like it, maybe I can make one and like make one for my coworkers, because I have like a lot of like coworkers who are into stationery as well. So I kind of feel like I found my people, because they like pins and post-its and things like that. So I'm like, maybe I can make them one. So I'm just really pondering, like, do I want to go to the art supply store? Do I want to go to the store and do it? And yeah, so I just been thinking about that. But my steps are doing good. I'm gonna go ahead and eat, and then we will chat later.
I think we may be on the wrong side of Pasadena, and the grass ain't no shade greener. It's just a little detour from the place we set out for.
Happy end of the day, you guys. It is Monday. It's 5:54. I just finished up working. I actually stayed a little bit later. I was supposed to be off at 5:30, but I had to write a report. And today was a busy day, a lot of check-ins, a lot of updates. It is super bright right here. Like, it's like blinding me. But I went for a walk, as you guys saw, at lunchtime. I did about like a mile, I think it was. And right now I'm at 9,922. So as you guys can see, it makes a difference when you take a walk in the morning and at lunchtime. Like, it's totally doable. But if I skip those two, well then yeah, it's like I'm gonna get home right now. It's gonna be closer to like 7-ish, and I'm not gonna be able to like, I'm gonna have dinner really quick and then have to walk. So it's kind of a challenge. But today, since I was vlogging for you guys, I was able to get that in no problem. So my watch says that, but my ring says that I got 10,172. So I'm actually over my steps right now. I use this really cool app called Growth Pal, and it gives me like little celebrations and stuff on it. It's pretty cool. I did 1.2. It was 24 minutes at 1:15. So I got all my water in. I have this little like dashboard. I got 41 minutes of sun. I got my water in. I got my 2 walks in. I got my steps in, and I hit my ring. So this is pretty good. I'm gonna drive home now, listen to some music. But this was a good day. 7:08, and I just did 10,565 steps based on my Apple Watch, and my ring, I've done 10,604 steps. So we hit our goal, which was 10K. And it was by really just incorporating 2 big walks, one in the morning, one at lunch, and then doing little walks between my breaks. So we were able to hit the 10K for today. And it's still early, so that's good. Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. Today is Tuesday at 7 o'clock. And today is one of those mornings where like everything could go wrong, where you have a game plan and like something just happened. So we woke up to a beeping sound in our house, and it happened to be our refrigerator again. As you guys saw the last vlog, when we got back from Reno, our whole refrigerator had defrosted over the few days that we were gone, and we came back to a moldy, disgusting mess. So this morning the alarm went off that the door was open. We've checked everything. There's nothing to be seen like hinging it or keeping it open. So it was about like 1 o'clock, and we were up trying to troubleshoot it. We were looking at YouTube, the manual. We cannot figure out what is going on. So my husband and I decided to like go ahead and take everything out of the freezer. The alarm just kept beeping. So I went back to bed like at maybe 3:30. We took everything out of the refrigerator and put it in our little mini fridges in the garage. Luckily we have like a Red Bull refrigerator and like a little mini fridge, so we were able to do that. Still freeze, it's still beeping. The freezer's working though, which is great. That was nice, but the refrigerator is not working. So he's gonna call, there's a local like guy that checks out the appliances, so he's gonna call him and hopefully he can get it checked out. But this refrigerator, we actually, when we bought our house back, it did come with the house, so it was kind of like a nice little perk. So maybe it's just time to get a new one. I don't know. We've been wanting to get a new one anyway, so we shall see what this man says. When we bought our house, we bought everything with the appliance, which was so nice, because little did we know, or little did I know, that when you buy a house, not only do you have like the closing costs and taxes, and you have to get all like the subscriptions, everything up and going, PG&E water and all that, plus you have to buy like appliances, furniture and all that. So it was a nice perk that we got to keep all of these appliances, and they were fairly new except for the washer and dryer. So I did not get my steps in this morning. Right now I'm currently at 1,300 steps. So we shall see how the day goes. The goal is to at least get the 10K. So I probably got a lot on my ring because I had my ring on the whole time. So I probably have a little bit more because this morning we were walking back and forth. Woke up at like 5:20 and got ready, packed my breakfast, packed my meal prep. Luckily my meal prep was still savable. Right now I have a couple meetings. It's gonna be a busy day. So I just need to like compose myself and really think about how my mindset is today, because I don't want to like crash. It's also a big day because it's our anniversary, our 8-year anniversary. So exciting. But I'll chat with you guys later and check in. Bye. Okay guys, so sorry for the close-up this morning. I did not notice that I was on like one Zoom. Lunch, it's about 12:52 and I've had meetings all morning, and so right now I'm actually going to be going back in. I have done 3,223 steps, so that's not very much, because as of right now, like I should have had a lot in, right? Like yesterday you guys saw I had a whole bunch in. So I'm gonna probably go in and do some laps around the building, and then I'll head into the office and do some walks in there. I have to, when I get home, depending on what happens with the refrigerator, I might have to get on the treadmill. So that's okay. Some days I think are gonna be better than other days. Like for example, on Sunday, I think I did close to like 17, which was a lot of steps. So some days you're gonna have that. And I think as long as you shoot to be your best and do your best, like, it's okay. And not getting down on yourself, just making sure that you're on like the next best step that you're gonna do that. So I'm gonna have meetings in the afternoon as well, but I'm gonna make sure I get my steps in. So we are gonna do this. We're gonna try to get the most we can. Luckily, I'm not tired, which is kind of cool. I thought I was gonna be, but I'm not. So, all right, I will check with you guys back in a little bit. I just finished my shift at work, and it's about 4:30, and I am at 4,415 steps on my Apple Watch. And I'm gonna be heading to the nail salon because my little pinky nail broke and my thumbnail broke. So I think I'm gonna chop these reds off and kind of just go neutral. I really just want to like give my nails like a breather and just go natural. But I'm a little hesitant because every time I do that, I get like nail envy, and I'm like looking at everyone's nails and I want cute nails. I really feel like I want to go without nails for a while and see how I do. So I'm gonna head into the shop when I get into Soledad, and then we will see who's working and see what I can come up with. If I can do like a bear color, like a nudie color, like a natural color, I'm really happy. If I get my steps in today, but like I said, it's 4:30. It's a little bit early still. So sun's out. I'm having the rest of my protein shake right now because I didn't finish it. So I'm having that, and then I just called my husband, and it looks like our refrigerator mission, he's not able to come out right now, but he did tell him to like go ahead and defrost the whole refrigerator and see if that will reboot it and reset it. So fingers crossed. Luckily, we have a freezer, a backup freezer in the garage to put all our food in, but it's like, gee, if we didn't have that, like, we'd be losing all of our food. We'll reboot it, reset it, and we'll get our refrigerator back in business. But it's kind of stressful, like having your refrigerator go out midweek, like meal prep, everything is gonna get spoiled. So luckily I took some stuff to work and have a refrigerator at work. Close to like calling out because of just like the chaos this morning of being up so early. I didn't though, because I had a lot of things to get done. We had a lot of meetings to get done. So I will check back up with you guys in a little bit. I'm just listening to my audiobook. I got this new book by Martha Beck, and it's about anxiety, and it's called Beyond Anxiety. And I don't really think that I have anxiety, but I kind of feel like I have some kind of something because my mind doesn't stop working. I'm like a constant workaholic, and I feel like I'm constantly just thinking about work. I can't like disconnect. I'm thinking about the next thing. I'm thinking about patients, thinking about team, like my mind is always going. And mind you, this is not even my own business. This is like something I'm running for somebody else, but I've always been like that. And even on the weekends, like it's so hard for me to disconnect. So that's why like I'm so into like reading like a nonfiction book, like a novel or something at night, or watching some TV, because like I can like get my mind distracted. That probably stems from some kind of anxiety of like, I don't want to come into work the next day like frazzled. And honestly, with dentistry, it's always going to be something. Like today, one of the girls called off really early and we had to like shift things around. A hygienist called off. Like you're always going to have some kind of emergency, but it's dentistry emergency. I'm listening to this book right now, kind of taking mental notes,
and I will see what kind of feedback I have for you guys. But so far, it's okay. I'm in chapter 2. The author's voice is a little bit like boring for me. I'm kind of like just wandering off because like her voice is not very engaging, but then again, she's talking about anxiety, so what do I expect? But I will check back with you guys in a little bit. Bye!
I think we may be on the wrong side of Pasadena, and the grass ain't no shade greener. It's just a little detour from the place we set out for when we left.
Okay, I just got out from the nail salon. It's about 6 o'clock, and my lady was freaking out because I told her I wanted to go really short, bare, almost like nothing. So I ended up getting like I don't know if you guys can see, like, oh, there you go. It's like a pink, I did a pink acrylic, which is some clear coat. Like I really wanted my own nails, but they're so busted. It's been so long since I had nails that I had nails off that I just can't, I need to like gradually do this. So right now I have this, and then hopefully next time I won't have anything, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like I need to get used to like bare nail chick, because this is just not, I haven't had it for so long. So who am I? I was thinking I should have got like French tip, like on the edges, but I was like, let me just go for this. So she just did the like overlay on there. And then it was like so hard for her. Like there's like a lot of clear stuff on here too. She's like, it's just so hard. They're so short. So I'm gonna head home now. And right now we are at 4,534, 24. Okay, I just finished my steps. It's 7:55 and it's 10,452. We did it, you guys. And I got my new nails. It's a new day, you guys. I woke up very, very tired. I slept in till about 5:20. Just got in, didn't get any steps in, just went straight to getting ready. And my refrigerator is completely empty, so I wasn't really able to like get my usual routine, which kind of sucked. But I was able to get my protein coffee in, so I had that this morning. I had a big cup of water from the faucet, and I have water with me now from the faucet that's just like tap temperature, which is not ideal. I like a little chill at least, and have my electrolytes. So today is like a day of like not my normal routine. I went in the garage and I grabbed me a salad bag because we still had one of those, and a yogurt, and I did some granola and nuts, so I'll have that for breakfast. So today might be like a little off day with my macros, but you know, I gotta still push through. And I'm kind of craving like a Starbucks right now. Like we have meetings all morning, so I'm like, I kind of want that extra little caffeine push. I have a balloons at the office as well as a Red Bull, but I kind of want something like warm and cozy. So I don't know. We'll see what time I get into Salinas. It's like 6:50.
Just passing the correctional facility. So we'll see how
I do with timing. It kind of is like a lot of traffic this morning. Last night I got some reading in, got to unwind, went to bed, did my red light therapy. And yeah, I did my steps. You guys saw I conquered those, got some editing done. I'm trying to get my past video up from Reno. Like, I swear it's such a long video. I hate doing like an hour-long videos because like I literally recorded probably like 2 hours worth of content, and then like I'm cutting it down to like have it more engaging for you guys. But then sometimes I just get kind of like, whoa, this is a lot of editing. Editing is fun. It has its moments and its place, but I think my challenge is like with the music, like picking the right kind of music for the right background. What do you guys think? Do you guys like when I add the music, or do you guys feel like the music doesn't really go? Do you feel like it's like not necessary? Everyone does vlogs differently. I know there's people that just do nothing but talking head vlogs or like coming with me vlogs. Some people do like aesthetic vlogs where it's more like cinematic and they have like really great music. And then some people just slap everything together, no edits. So I'm kind of, I don't know. I mean, it seems like it just depends on what the topic is. I know it's like when I do music for the lake one, it's a little bit more enjoyable, and when I do like a weekend one, it's just different. So anyways, I'm gonna be editing today probably on my lunch break, and then get some sun and get my steps in. Right now I'm barely at like a 960 steps, which is like bonkos, and my ring died, so I had to charge it this morning, so it's not going to be accurate today. So today's just like one of those off days, but it's all good. I'm listening to Walking on a Dream, and it's kind of funny because that's like really like a happy summer song. It reminds me of summer. Yeah, let's have a great day, and I'll keep you guys posted on where we're at. Hopefully the guy goes out to fix our refrigerator, we get things back going and get our routine going on. But you know, it is what it is. I am one of those people that when things come at me, a negative thing or a negative situation or like a train wreck, I usually handle it with grace. I'm kind of like, okay, let's get this going. Let's chat. This is a good challenge. How's this gonna grow me? I don't really like just sit in it and like cry about it and complain about it. I'm more just like, okay, let's go. So I think I've always been like that from what I remember. But already I'm officially listening to my music, and I'm gonna wake my booty up, and we're gonna get in and have a great day today.
I think we may be on the wrong side of Pasadena, and the grass ain't no shade greener. It's just a little detour from the place we set out for when we left the church last Easter, singing hallelujah, preacher. I know just what I ought to. I'm gonna count my blessings.
Hello, welcome back to the vlog. It's 5:03. I got off a little bit late, and my goal is this week is to get off earlier, or get off my scheduled time, which would be 4:20 or 4:15. I did not. I swear, my last hour, my door was just revolving. Everyone kept coming in. For lunchtime, I didn't have my salad because when I went to go get it, it was wilted looking. It was disgusting. So I just chucked it, and I went and got me a carne asada burrito, which was so good. I ate half of it. I still have half left. But I got some sunshine in. I got a walk in, about 45-minute walk in, and I got about 5,800 steps in. So I am doing pretty good. I feel a little low energy, and I think on Wednesdays that usually happens to me with the meetings. I feel kind of drained from all of the conversations and about the team and about the systems and process, and so I feel I get a little bit drained out. And so I'm gonna go home and probably just unwind, plus I'm PMSing. So our refrigerator is still not fixed. The guy told him to keep it out for another day, and it's supposed to reset. I don't know if that even is gonna make a difference, so we'll see. Tomorrow's another day. But yeah, I feel there's just so much going on. There's we're gonna be moving into our new office supposedly wintertime, November, December, and we have to prepare for the transition. So I'm just trying to, my mind is just going and spinning, but I don't want to worry about it. It's 5 o'clock. I'm clocking out. I'm gonna listen to music. I'm probably gonna call my mom and my husband and just get some conversations in and relax for the rest of the night. Sorry if I look like shenanigans, but it has just been one of those kind of days. So catch you later.
Ditch your friends, let's go home. I'll cook you dinner and we'll put on a show. Hey, all I know is that you make me feel something. Don't care.
Okay, I just changed the setting on my camera. I'm trying out different styles. So right now it's 7 o'clock. I just finished walking. There's the refrigerator. So I did 11,500 steps. And I was researching planners. And you guys know I don't need planners. I'm talking really quiet because Vito's sleeping. But I wanted a little snack, and our refrigerator is still defrosting. So I just grabbed me a hot chocolate protein for dinner. I'm having a girl dinner and popcorn. The burrito still holding me up, so I'm good. So I pulled out my planner, my journal. So I'm gonna do that right now before I go to bed, take a shower. But we hit our steps, we're good.
Good report card when they make the baseball team, when they make first chair in the orchestra. That's when they really get praise. And so they make the connection as children that love is something that's earned. Now, love is a free gift, freely given. It's a grace. It's not a gift. Graces and gifts are different. But they learn that it's a gift that you get that's earned. Sorry, it's an earned thing. And so the result of that is that they wire their little brains, their little prefrontal cortex is highly plastic. And they grow up thinking that they have to be special. This is what leads to the cult of specialness, which is a real pathology, because that leads to a success addiction. And literally, I mean, their brains don't actually
full clinical trials. In those trials, it was shown to fill common nutrient gaps, improve key nutrient levels in just 3 months, and increase healthy gut bacteria by 10 times, even in people who already eat well. They've upgraded.
Good morning. Welcome back to the vlog, you guys. It is Thursday, and I am freaking fried. I am toast. All last night, I kept waking up throughout the night. Just because of the fact that I'm just super tired. I feel like I didn't even want to get up. I'm PMSing, I'm really heavy, and I just feel ripped. So last night I stayed up a little bit and I did a little bit of planning. I was telling you guys that I've been researching journals. So the traveler journals where you can insert do different notebooks. And I'm tempted to buy one online. I'm also tempted to make one myself, but as you guys know, I'm a recovering journal addict, and so I have so many journals already, and I have wellness planners, and I have planners, I have journals, I have so much stuff. I had simplified my journal ecosystem probably last year, and I went to straight black little like lined paper notebooks for like my journaling, my brain dump, my to-do list. And then I also purchased a planner for my, make sure I'm on site right here. So I have you guys on my little Instapod. So basically I have this, and then I have the viewfinder right here. So if you guys are looking at how I'm creating this video, I sometimes, like yesterday, the day before, I forgot to bring it, and then I charged it last night, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna vlog with you guys today on my camera. The quality is a lot better, and then like I don't have to hold it. And so I find that I typically use my Insta360, or I'll use my phone, and then I kind of mash up the videos into the vlog. But back to my planning ecosystem. So I've been on this like deep dive of looking at planners and journals and DIY methods, and I'm just like, do I really need one? Do I really need one? So I went out and I got my planner, my Louis Vuitton planner, which you guys saw last night. I went through and put my inserts in there. They're basically blank, undated inserts, and I purchased those intentionally because when I first got my planner, I purchased all dated ones, and then I was like, okay, this sucks, because some days I was like on it, some days I wasn't. And I think the problem with my Louis Vuitton planner is that it's so pretty and I don't want to mess it up. And I feel like by me like carrying it to work every day, throwing it in my bag, I feel like, oh my God, I'm going to mess it up. But then at the same time, I'm like, well, then why did I buy it if I wasn't going to be using it daily? So I think I have my office today. I'm going to bring it to work and see if I can just use like the daily agenda, just to kind of list out everything I need to get done for today. Today at work, I already had somebody that called out, which is a very important person. So we are going to have to like modify and adjust. So it should be a busy day. I might be more on the floor. And then we're still like in onboarding process where we have these new roles that we're starting, and they are called shift charge and one's called floor coordinator. So we have to onboard, we're basically an internal hire, and we're onboarding these new employees to do that new role. So they're going to be like an assistant to supporting our supervisors. And there's a lot that goes on to this. Maybe I'll do like a whole nother separate vlog on like how the operations or my career, like what I'm doing, what's my day. I am tired, just to say the least, and that refrigerator is so annoying. My husband was like a little bit bothered too, and I'm like, okay, well, we may be going out to pick a refrigerator. He's been looking at some online already, so we may be purchasing a refrigerator. I guess the tech, he called the rep or the technician. We only have like one in the South County, and I'm gonna be honest, he's not that helpful. The last time he came to our house, he was kind of like, he fixed the one problem, and I was like, okay, but we called him for 2 problems, but he only wanted to fix one. And then he's like, well, that doesn't really, like, do you really use it? And it's like, yeah, we use the ice maker, yeah, we use the cold water, like, can you just fix our refrigerator? Like, we'll pay whatever. And he just wasn't very helpful. And I remember telling my husband, like, oh, I don't really want to use that guy again. Well, there's really nobody else to use that does refrigeration. I wish there was. So if you guys know anybody, send them our way. But like, there's really not a lot of people that do appliance or refrigeration technician in the South County. So my husband's been calling him, and then he's like, oh no, I told you to defrost it, but like for a whole day, and then plug it in for a whole day. And so yesterday it was plugged in. I think since my husband got home, he plugged it in, and it was on all day and all night, and it's basically at 95 degrees. The freezer is barely getting, like, this morning it's like chilled, and then the water that comes out of the refrigerator is like hot. So there's something mechanically going on and wrong with it. And I'm just really annoyed too, but I'm like, okay, let's just look at the bright side. Maybe this guy can come finally today. He doesn't even like want to come to our house. He's like, well, I charge $85. And it's like, so what? Get your ass up here and fix it for us. Like, dude, it's not a problem. We'll pay you cash, check, whatever. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's had bad experiences that he just feels like he's gotten burned. So, that person's running late. I love seeing a person to haul ass and like, they like haul ass, and then they get in behind someone, they get braked on. I'm like, ha. Another good thing I'm listening to right now is a podcast, The Modern Wisdom. He's really good. He talks like really like scientist based about like our brain and our emotions and our feelings. And they're talking about like good habits and like how people who are highly successful either numb themselves with like alcohol or substance abuse. And so I'm just finding that's very fascinating and interesting right now. And I'm gonna listen to that. I'm gonna call my husband because he's already up and going, and then we'll head into work. For my steps, because this is the main reason why I'm having this vlog, I'm at 400 steps. So as you guys know, I didn't really wake up. I woke up at 5 o'clock, but I still didn't like do my walk or anything because I'm out of my routine with my refrigerator being out and being up all night. So this is a great week because sometimes there's things that are not going to be perfect. And I think just by making that conscious decision of like, let's just do one step better in making the next best decision. So we shall see today how things go. I really don't feel like walking. I don't feel like getting steps. I just want to lay on my bed. I want my heating pad. I just want to rest. But realistically, I'm a working business person. I have responsibilities. I have a mortgage. I have a team that's counting on me. So I gotta like slap out of this. And I listened to my affirmations this morning, which was a great way because it got me out of that mindset. And they did like a lot of pep talk and visualization. I've been using that app that I told you guys about last time. So it's very helpful. It kind of like shifts your mindset really quickly versus me like, Wendy, you have a team, snap out of it, you know, like look at the bright side. Like me telling myself in my head, like pepping myself up, versus I could just literally go to an affirmation activation playlist and just find one that suits my needs of what I'm feeling at that moment. So I find like that's very helpful to really like quickly shift out of it versus me keep like coaching myself. So yeah, that's just something that like I think it's very helpful if you are having that like that you're not feeling that motivated. Just like I'm telling you, like nobody feels motivated 100% of the time, and you really got to have some switches to help turn yourself like over. When I read the book Atomic Habit, he talked about like changing your mindset based on like when you walk through a different room, or if you smell a certain thing, or if you touch a certain thing, like shifting your mind to be like, okay, now we're in work mode, okay, now we're in relaxation mode. Having some cues that will shift it for you, and I think that's helpful too. But if you just jump out of bed and you start brushing your teeth with your mind still spinning like, I don't want to go to work, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, you're so tired, just lay down while everybody else does it, like your negativity starts spiraling, and then you could easily just go, I'm going to jump back to bed and I'm going to like call out or something. And so I think having some things that are excite you, and then having some tools that can really just motivate you to shift you out of that mindset. For example, yesterday when I was driving home, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go home, we'll see, I'll get pizza half of my burrito, we'll see how the day goes, how the evening goes. But then I was like, I listened to an activation and I was like, who do you want to become? Who do you want to be? Why do you have these health goals? Why do you strive to be better and healthier at this age? And I was listening to it and I reprogramming, and I was like, okay. So I got home, changed my workout clothes, and I ended up editing my videos that I'm still editing, and I kind of just like shift my mind out, and I just like woke up, like snap out of it, stop being lazy. So we will chat later, and until next time. So I'll tell you guys where I'm at, but right now I'm at 400. I am like nowhere near where we can, but our goal is to at least hit 10K. So let's see if we can get that done. If not, we will see. But you're holding me accountable, and that's why I'm doing the video, because it's like these are the kind of things that the normal successful people that you see online that are like, I hit my 10K every day, I have a streak. It's with actual effort and energy. And yeah, so we'll see. All right, bye.
Good morning, my beautiful people. It is Friday, and we woke up to no power. So we absolutely have no power. I have my whole little candles all around the room, the kitchen, the bathroom, and it is now 5 o'clock. I'm going to get ready, and I'm going to do my best to like do everything without electricity and see how things come out. The main challenge is, one, we don't have any kind of coffee or anything to warm up. We have the gas oven, but I really don't want to like put the flame to it and do that. I just feel kind of like icky. Plus, I don't even have instant coffee. I have tea. So I'm probably just going to get up, get ready, get out of the house, and maybe stop through drive-through, which it's so bizarre because like I'm trying to show you guys how to get my steps in. I can't do my treadmill because it doesn't work with no power. And then like the refrigerator is still out. So we're just having a week this week. And I think that it's kind of interesting that I decided to vlog because I don't really, if it was like a normal week, I probably would just, I mean, if it was just like regular, if it was a week and I didn't decide to vlog for a week for the purpose, I probably just wouldn't share this. Like if I was going to show you guys like my night routine, morning routine, I probably just wouldn't share this part of it. But it's cool because we're going to share this and I'm up early. The other challenge is just a couple different things like navigating, getting out of the house. With all electronics, the car is plugged in, so that is great. I also have the other car in case it doesn't work or something goes on. So I'm going to make my bed still because it's still part of my daily habits. Even if the power's out, I could still make my bed. And then I'm going to get ready and we'll chat later. Yesterday, I did not get my steps in. I came home and the guy came to check out the refrigerator. Fito had already figured out what was wrong with it. He ordered the part on Amazon and the guy just kind of like, yeah, that's what it is. So it's like took him like 3 days to get out here, which is so stupid. But we ordered the part on Amazon. It should be here today, I believe. But yesterday I did get close to like 6,000 steps in, which is not bad. I think anything over 5, I usually feel still pretty good. And I think I got close to yesterday. Yeah, it was close to 5. So I will do a recap of this video of all the steps that I've done. Yesterday did not get my full steps in. We did not succeed. And then, like I said, I had challenges with my ring and all that jazz. But I will chat with you guys a little bit later. Okay, we're back. Good morning. I'm sitting right here in my car and I'm listening to my activations this morning and I'm writing in my journal. I brought it to go. I also brought my Kindle. So I'll probably end up reading my devotions on my breaks or at lunchtime. I just feel like this week has been, like I told you guys, it's been kind of like last week we had no internet and then this week we had a refrigerator issue. And so we just been having a bunch of things coming at us. And I think that in times like this, when you have a rocky season, you really have to just kind of make sure that you stay humble and stay grateful because it could be worse. It definitely, like these little things that are happening with, you know, appliances and Wi-Fi, internet, lights, like it's a privilege to have that. So this morning I got ready. I'm hoping that I look okay. I don't even know. Like I got ready with my candle light and I had like my light that I usually record my vlogs with my iPhone. So I had that light and it was like very minimal light. It was hella dark. So it is something that was a struggle this morning. So I hope that I look presentable. I'm gonna go in and like I have a mirror in work, so I'm gonna fix my stuff. But I went and grabbed a black coffee from Starbucks and I'm going to add my banana protein powder. So I'm gonna add that to it so I can have at least that for this morning. They're supposed to buy us coffee today. It's gonna be like a coffee day, so everyone's putting their orders in, like over 60 orders. They're gonna buy us coffee, so hopefully I'll have like a second dose because I'm probably gonna need that. And then I just brought a protein shake and I brought a protein yogurt for lunch. Honestly, I didn't even think about what I was gonna eat for lunch. But I get my lunch early, so we'll see how it goes. I did get the little egg bites from Starbucks as well, so I think I'll be okay. I feel like I haven't been eating that well as like even drinking my water. Like my hands look like they're raisins right now. So I'm gonna chug some water and then I'm gonna go ahead and go in and I start at 7:20 today, so I'm gonna go in a little bit early just to get situated. But we'll chat later. Hello, welcome back to the vlog. It's Friday, you guys. We made it through the freaking week. It's 11:53. I just came on my lunch break and I'm not really hungry. They bought us Starbucks today, so they got us coffees and I ended up getting me a matcha with coconut milk. I've been trying that lately. I think it's pretty tasty. It's pretty good. I wanted coconut water. Probably this week when we go to Costco, I want to get me some coconut water. I just came to my car and the good thing about it is that I have my Kindle, so I'm gonna probably do my morning devotion since I didn't get to do it this morning since we left in the dark as you guys were following along. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a hot mess today. I feel like every day is, but
I hope you guys can hear me because the AC is on. It's pretty darn hot in the car right now. And actually, like, I'm a little workaholic. Like, I can work. I really want to take my lunch break right now. I was like in my mode of working. You know when you get like in a focus? I was in a focus of just like smashing through things. I'm like, okay, I don't want to go to lunch. But if I keep working, I'm going to go over my fifth and I'm going to get in trouble. So right now I'm at 3,214 steps. I am going to probably do my little devotion. And then I think I'll just go out for a walk and just get some fresh air and get myself going. It's pretty nice and sunny right now. It's actually 68. So it's 68. So we'll go for a little walk. It's supposed to be sunny for the rest of the day. This weekend's supposed to be hot tomorrow and then cloudy. So I'm going to take advantage of that. And I will check with you guys later and see how my steps do. But yeah, super excited for Friday. Can't wait to unwind and relax. So needed this. Catch you guys in a bit. Bye.
What am I to do with you? Have I done enough?
Friday afternoon. It is 4:51. I got off of work late because I had to deal with a patient. My goal all week was to get off of work early, and sometimes it just didn't happen. So it's totally fine. I took care of my patients, took care of my team, so I'm okay. I got about 7,100 steps in, so I think I probably will be able to finish the rest when I get home. I don't really know. We'll see what happens if the PG&E's back on. We'll see if the refrigerator's back on. I might get my steps in walking back and forth, putting my stuff in the refrigerator. Faith home, so I don't really know what's happening. So it's this weekend. We don't really have a lot on the agenda. I think it's gonna go grocery shopping, probably just clean up the house, and honestly I just want to like relax in bed. Like, I'm just so looking forward to spending a weekend of like chill mode. But we shall see if we get our steps in. I'm probably gonna wrap the vlog up tonight and we'll just call it a week, because I think my goal was to vlog all week with you guys, see how easy it was to get 10K steps. And when I mean easy, it's not freaking easy, as you guys can see. Like, this week was a challenge. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this vlog. Let me know what you guys would like to see from me in the future and what kind of content you guys like. And yeah, I am gonna still continue the night, and we'll see where my steps end and how easy is it to hit 10K. So I'll chat with you guys later. Good morning, happy Saturday. I am so refreshed. I slept for over 9 hours. I feel so good. It is 8 o'clock right now. I've been up since about 7-ish, 6:30-ish, and I'm gonna go for a run on the treadmill. I just want to get some like sweat out. I feel like I haven't sweated all week. I've been walking and all that good stuff, but I'm gonna go for a run and kind of detox a little bit. And right now I'm actually Brevel, because it's been, the water hasn't been coming out right, so I've been struggling all week with coffee. So I'm descaling it right now, running its cycle, but I'm gonna jump on the treadmill, and then we are gonna close up the vlog. We're pretty close here. We have one more day of steps. Right now I'm currently at 1,000 steps, and that's just for me doing like house chores. We're doing laundry. I'm doing a little bit of tidying up. Fita's outside. He's cleaning the cars, and so I'm just taking advantage of the Saturday morning. And I'm gonna go on the treadmill, and then we are probably gonna get going and run some errands. So hopefully I'll get all my steps in, and then we'll wrap the vlog and I'll give you guys a recap. So let's chat later.
It's 3 o'clock and I gotta go to work. I'm running late, but we had a date to finish this talk. And when we fight, it's like I don't even know ya. Not gonna lie, it makes me sad. It's written on my face. It's 9 o'clock and I pull into my place. It was like pouring shots
vlog. I hope you guys got a lot of insight on and seeing how it definitely is a challenge to get 10K in a day, especially when you're working an 8-hour shift. So as you guys saw, we went through a lot, and I'm gonna go and put my recap right here next to me so you guys see it. They're basically every day I challenge myself to get at least 10K. There was 2 days that I did not get it, and then if I take the weekly average, it looks like the weekly average, I was able to average over 10K. So we did good. Some days I was really strong, and the 2 days, I think towards the end of the week, I did not hit it. So my camera died, and I kind of knew it was gonna die. So this is on my iPhone. You guys can actually see firsthand how the content, how the clarity is. I do find that my clarity on my iPhone is a lot more polished, a lot more giving instead of my Insta, but just the convenience of it. So anyways, I hope you guys really like this vlog. It was fun for me to challenge myself. It also just made me think about, like, if I can do 10K steps on a hard week like this, then I definitely can do it every day. So my watch actually reminded me, said, hey, you got a lot of movement in last week. Do you want to increase your step goal? And I said, yeah, absolutely. So my goal right now is to really just hone into more of like flow with my workouts, with my steps, with my eating. I feel like I kind of been hard on myself of like wanting to hit certain macros and wanting to like lift heavier, and I think that it's causing a lot of inflammation. Yesterday I did do yoga, and then I went out for a run, which was really nice. It just made me feel more like my old self. Back in high school, I did cross country. I used to do yoga all the time, and so I think I just want to get back into that, and it just feels a lot better on my body as well. My hips have been really tight. I think lifting is great. I definitely see the benefits of it. However, it's very taxing on your body. You do get really drained, and it's just like there's not a lot of recovery time between. So I think I'm gonna like probably lighten up my lifts to like maybe 2 to 3 times a week, and then the rest will be like yoga or even cardio, like running, long distance running, or like at least a few miles. I'm like a 11-12 minute miler person, so I'm not there. It's been a long time since I've run anyways, but this vlog really just inspired me to challenge myself and think outside the box of what I can create for you guys. I really enjoyed talking with you guys on camera and just sharing with you guys, giving you guys a little bit of like sneak peek behind the scenes. You guys really got to see everything behind the scenes, but it was fun for me. So I hope you guys really like this vlog. Let me know what you guys like to see in the future, and I still have another summer diaries coming out. I think I'm gonna wrap it up probably, and then this month will be my last one. So hope you guys enjoyed this series, and it was really great being with you guys, and until next time, bye.